Michiana car engulfed in flames. Tonight, ABC 57 is learning new information about how this could have possibly happened. Plus, ABC 57's first warning neighborhood weather team coverage continues. Snow continues to stick to sidewalks, forcing a Mishawaka woman to do what she says is the city's job.
They need to enforce shoveling the sidewalk.
And more snow is on the way. Jamie is tracking another round.
That's right, Kim. We've already had about 1 to 2 inches of snow so far, and it looks like another inch or two possible during the day on Tuesday. I'll have the very latest track with forecast track coming up. ABC 57 News starts now.
Covering South Bend, Elkhart, and all of Michiana, this is ABC 57 News at 11.
All right, Michiana, here we go. More snow is on the way. The radar has been active all evening, and so has ABC 57's first warning neighborhood weather team. But this is just the first round. By morning, expect to see a lot more of that white stuff. Our team of meteorologists have been telling you about this snow system for a week now, and it is finally here. Good evening, everyone. I'm Kim Chappell. Brian Dorman has the night off. Tonight, ABC 57's weather team coverage continues. We start with our chief meteorologist, Jamie Martin. And Jamie, it has been a bad night to be out there on the road.
Yeah, it really has, Kim. It's been coming down from time to time at a pretty good clip, and that, of course, reduces the visibility, and any amount of snow on those roadways can make it awfully slick and icy. So do be careful as you're heading out and about. We'll be watching it carefully by the morning. We're expecting another batch to come back in. The good news here is if you do have any travel plans over the next few hours, the heaviest stuff has moved off, and we're just dealing with some leftover here over towards Sturgis, just off to the northeast of Three Rivers, over towards Coldwater right now. In fact, downtown Sturgis picking up the last little bit here of light snow around Arthur Street to Hatch Street, also Main Street. You're going to be dealing with this. It's going to shift off pretty quickly. In fact, that back edge is going to head its way through Burr Oak here at 11:15, Bronson at 11:35, and then things will subside through a good chunk of the overnight. Just a few flurries expected overnight tonight, but another batch is expected into the morning hours tomorrow. 18 degrees, that's it in Benton Harbor right now. It's pretty chilly across the area. Only 19 degrees in South Bend. Should see a couple of degree drop as we head through the overnight hours, so temperatures in the mid-teens to begin the day. Make sure those kids are all layered up out there. A couple of spotty snow showers possible as the kids head off to the school bus stop. A little better chance, though, coming in by late in the morning. So while it is quiet, it's a great time to download your ABC 57 First Warning Neighborhood Weather app. Take it with you on the road. You can keep track and watch those snow showers as they move in. Again, this is for not only your Android, but also for your iPhone. We'll talk more about not only the snow tomorrow, but the snow for the weekend coming up with your 10-day forecast in just a few minutes. Kim?
And tonight, people who don't shovel their sidewalks are causing a serious danger for kids who have to walk to school. Well, a Mishawaka mom isn't waiting for that snow to melt away. She is taking matters into her own hands. But you might not believe why she has to. New tonight, ABC 57's Jesse McDonough continues our team coverage. And Jesse, you talked with this mother. Why is she being forced to shovel sidewalks that aren't hers?
Well, Kim, Tiffany Peppers tells me she walks her kids to school every day, and lately she's been having trouble on her route. Now, let me get behind the camera so I can show you exactly what I mean. Now, she travels eastbound on Lincoln Way with her children and then makes a right on Beager Street to get to the elementary school. But she says it's been dangerous lately because, according to her, this insurance company and these two homes haven't been shoveling their sidewalks. Mother of two, Tiffany Pepper, spent her night shoveling her neighbor's sidewalks.
My kids go over here to Beager, and I am shoveling the insurance place sidewalk and then the sidewalk down there.
So she and her kids can have a safe walking route to school tomorrow morning.
And I can't keep walking into the street with my daughter in her stroller and my other kids risking getting hit because they don't want to shovel their sidewalk.
Pepper says she's called the insurance company multiple times asking them to shovel their sidewalk, but they never did. So she took it up with the city.
I've called code on them twice today and they still haven't shoveled it.
As I followed Peppers around while she shoveled snow from the sidewalks, I noticed an orange ticket on one of the homes, which was a citation from the city for not shoveling. As a single mother, Pepper says she can't keep cleaning up after her neighbors.
They need to enforce shoveling the sidewalk.
She says the time it would take them to do their part is well worth keeping her kids and other Beager Elementary students safe while walking to school.
20 minutes just to shovel it. It does not take long.
Okay.
It's that easy to come out here and shovel it so that people like myself and my kids don't get hit because we have to walk in the street.
I put a call into the insurance company to find out if and why they aren't shoveling their sidewalks. Now, it is after business hours, but I will keep you updated when they return my messages tomorrow. Live in Mishawaka, Jesse McDonough, ABC 57 News.
All right, and this cold weather and extra snow is also causing some concerns for Michiana firefighters. A lot of times when plows come to clear up your roads, they end up covering up your fire hydrant as well. ABC 57's Megan Schiller continues our team weather coverage and shows us how a few minutes of your time could save first responders precious seconds.
Whenever a snowplow goes by, it seems that it just sprays all of that snow and covers a very important thing, a fire hydrant. And firefighters say you can make their job a lot easier by just grabbing a shovel.
Normally, the firefighters will hook onto one of these two connections to put out a fire. After you shut this fire hydrant off, it's designed to drain down below the frost line so it does not freeze.
If only it were that simple. Some of South Bend's fire hydrants are just shy of 100 years old, making this guy's job a lot harder.
The stem, when we turn the stem on, it's basically frozen.
Fire Marshal Chico Rodriguez says this happens when temps dip to single digits. But they don't waste time trying to thaw it out. They just find another.
We found frozen hydrants. We can't get no water, so we go to the next company who's near a hydrant or in the area of a hydrant and tell that person.
Firefighters then call the water department. Crews check about 50 to 75 hydrants a day this time of year using just a string.
We have a 6-foot-long weighted string that they drop into the barrel. If it drops down to the bottom with no water on it, then we know it's fine and the fire hydrant has drained. If it drops down and only stops like right here, then the fire hydrant's either froze.
And if you're wondering how long it would take to check 5,500 fire hydrants, well, if they do about 50 a day, that would take around 110 days for a crew member. In South Bend, Megan Schiller, ABC 57 News.
And be sure to stay with ABC 57 as our team of experienced first warning neighborhood weather meteorologists continue to track this latest round of snow. Another forecast from Jamie is just under 10 minutes away. And developing tonight, an electrical shortage blew dozens of outlets in a South Bend high-rise tonight. 12 fire trucks rushed to the Carl King Tower on Monroe Street earlier tonight. Now, we were first to bring you a live report on ABC 57 News at 6. And new here at 11, we have learned that outlets blew on every single floor of that building with 219 apartments. Luckily, a fire did not break out and fire crews used thermal imaging cameras to try and locate the problem.
Almost every floor had a GFI outlet that popped. Yeah, we have thermal imaging cameras on all our rigs, so all our crews are able to check every apartment.
And fire crews called AEP to come and fix that issue, and thankfully, on what you can see as a cold and snowy night, no one had to be evacuated. And those flames swept through this mobile home in Bristol, reaching 15 feet in the air. Inside, 2 people were trapped inside that home. Both 67-year-old Crescinda Cabay and 42-year-old Chad Russell died in that early morning fire. Their bodies were found just inside the front door. Tonight, neighbors say the loss is especially difficult just days before Christmas.
Flame shooting out both of the back windows, 10 to 15 feet in the air. It was just solid flame.
Fire investigators still don't know the cause of that fire. They say it could take a few weeks before they're able to figure it out. And ABC 57 is just receiving some brand new video of a car fire into our newsroom tonight. Take a look at this. It all happened right around 6 o'clock tonight. Firefighters were called to a church parking lot on Fillmore Road and found this. Now, if you look very closely, it's actually a car there completely engulfed in flames. This is cell phone video sent to us. Firefighters told ABC 57 that no one was injured and they aren't sure how that fire started, but tonight that car is a complete loss. Also, this was the scene of a semi-accident near the corner of US 30 and US 31 in Marshall County. That happened just before 2:30. ABC 57 got to the scene right around 4. Police say the driver of one of these semis actually dozed off behind the wheel, causing him to crash. In total, 4 semis were involved in that collision, and no one was seriously injured. Also tonight, ABC 57 was first on the scene of a car accident on State Road 23 late this afternoon. Take a look here. We have learned since 6 o'clock that those involved suffered only minor injuries. It all happened at the corner of 23 and 26th Street. Traffic was backed up in both directions of that area for about an hour. Tonight, a man accused of killing a teen more than 25 years ago is back behind bars. Philip Jeans was let out of his cell for his first court date this afternoon, receiving a hearing date for January. Now, police say that Jeans murdered Teresa Burns in this home back in 1988. The case was cold for about 25 years, but County Metro Homicide found new evidence that led to Jeans' arrest this past Friday. And tomorrow marks 1 month since 2 tornadoes tore through parts of Kokomo, Indiana. ABC 57 was the only local news station to bring you live coverage from the scene. Here's some video from some of that aftermath. Tonight, that community is still fighting to get help. Businesses and homeowners in Howard County sought federal disaster assistance for the damage, but FEMA denied their request. Since that denial, Governor Mike Pence has ordered an appeal. Well, you know, you go to Amazon, Macy's, BestBuy.com to buy a gift, enter your address, and are assured that everything will arrive with plenty of time until Christmas. But have you ever wondered what happens behind the scenes to make that happen? ABC 57's Emily Evans takes us inside the local FedEx plant and shows us why today is a special day for them.
Today is the biggest shipping day of the year for FedEx. Across the country, more than 21 million packages are on the road to be delivered today. And to handle the heavy load, FedEx has a lot of employees working overtime. Truck after truck after truck left South Bend's FedEx station at the crack of dawn today to deliver more than 20,000 packages as far north as Benton Harbor and as far south as Warsaw.
This is one of our busiest Christmases in the last couple of years for sure.
And why do you think that is? Is it just that people...
The internet shipping. Internet shipping has picked up tremendously.
And today is the busiest day of the year so far for the company. Twice as many residential deliveries today as on any other day.
We'll launch about 65 routes today. Most people will have anywhere from 80 to 120 stops.
One Michiana shopper I talked to said doing all of her Christmas shopping online this year was a no-brainer.
It's more convenient. I don't really like being out in the stores when there's just so many people and people arguing over things. I could sit there in my pajamas and shop and drink my coffee, and it's a lot easier and faster.
Many stores offer free shipping during the holiday season, something Penny Blanda says makes online shopping even more appealing.
I got a $280 cookware set for $94, and the shipping was free.
And FedEx employees say they don't mind working the long hours to make sure everyone gets their gifts on time.
It's a great thing when you're bringing that, you know, especially you see the packages that, you know, are a bike or something, and you're bringing it to a kid on you know, especially if we have to deliver on Christmas Day. It's pretty exciting.
A FedEx manager tells me if all this snow and ice does slow them down in the next couple of weeks, they will make deliveries on Christmas Day to make sure packages get to their destinations on time. Reporting in South Bend, Emily Evans, ABC 57 News.
And it looks like some of that evening snow beginning to taper off now, but we've got more snow on the way for our Tuesday and a mix by the end of the week. In fact, more snow, some of it heavy at times by the weekend. The very latest with your 10-day forecast coming up.
And we have all seen it before, the annoying kids, the drunk passengers, and of course don't forget those people with a bad smell. Find out what annoying habit tops the list of Expedia's most annoying air travel habits. Plus,
every day would be Christmas for the rest of our lives.
Yeah, no kidding. ABC 57 has the very latest information on a growing, very big Mega Millions jackpot, nearly $600 million. Find out what organizers might be forced to do if no one hits the big prize tomorrow night.
Live coverage like no other. ABC 57 News and Live View go live anywhere, anytime.
This weekend, today, tomorrow,
Yeah.
When is it going to stop?
It looks like probably about April at this rate. It seems like we keep getting into it. We're not even officially into winter yet. We're already picking up all the snow across the area. ABC 57 first warning Doppler radar. Good news, again, if you're going to be traveling the next few hours, because the heavier snow has moved off. In fact, even the light flurries that we had in St. Joseph County, Michigan, have actually gone over to the east. So right now, things here in Michiana have quieted down. Don't be surprised to see a few flurries here or there, but the snow itself has begun to wind down, at least for the overnight hours. By tomorrow morning, though, more of it is going to be pushing back into the region. Here's a little wider look here. You can see fairly quiet right now. This next system is pretty far off. It's going to take it pretty much the entire overnight before it gets here, but it will bring back the chance of more snow showers as we head towards the middle and latter half of the morning tomorrow. 16 right now in Sturgis. It's cold. 18 degrees in Benton Harbor, 19 in South Bend and Goshen. Temperatures really have not moved a whole lot out there. Winds are fairly calm across the region. Other than that, they're just light out of the south. Not much of a warm up, though. In fact, it does feel a little colder when you get that wind out there. 11 is what it feels like in South Bend. Feels like 10 in Sturgis. Feels like 12 in Elkhart. So make sure you stay layered up over the next couple of hours here. The snow showers beginning to wind down, as I mentioned. We keep threat tracker at moderate, though, because we are still looking at some flurries and we're looking at some pretty cold conditions as we go through the overnight hours. So a few flurries here or there, temperatures bobbing out in those mid-teens. It looks like the chance of snow, as I mentioned, returning as we head towards the morning hours. In fact, here's a look at forecast track. As we go towards tomorrow morning, about 7 a.m., we start off pretty quiet, but by the time we get up to about 9 o'clock, already beginning to pick up those next chance of snow showers, including 10 a.m., and they march right on through during the latter half of the morning and into the noontime hour. So heading out for lunchtime, going to be dodging snow showers across the area. Could pick up a quick 1 to maybe 2 inches of snow across the area. It's not going to last very long. It's going to start scooting on out of here as we get into the late afternoon, and then we actually get a break coming up on our Wednesday. It shows up on your ABC 57 First Warning 7-day forecast. That snow comes in. Again, it's a quick-moving system with us. After that, we actually start warming up to 31 on Wednesday with a little break in the action there, so it looks nice for the midweek. We have a mix, though, returning as we warm things up quickly. Upper 30s, close to 40 for highs on Thursday and Friday, so a mixture of snow and some rain out there. Now, all snow coming back, it looks like, on the weekend. That means several inches, up to 4 to 6 inches of snow in some locations. That snow will continue through Monday of our big holiday week. And the following 3 days, that's your first warning with your 10-day forecast heading into Christmas Eve day on Tuesday. Right now, looks like lingering clouds and probably going to see a few light snow showers by Christmas Eve itself. A little better chance of snow returning again on Wednesday and Thursday. We are staying busy out there.
Yeah, so those kids that have always wanted that white Christmas,
yeah, I think
you're living in the right part of the country to get it. We never had white Christmas growing up in Atlanta. It was rare.
You get to enjoy it this time,
yep,
for sure.
Soaking it up. Okay, thanks, JB.
Okay.
Well, tonight, parts of the Middle East are also covered with snow. Tens of thousands have been left without power in Israel, some for 3 days and 3 sub-freezing nights. Take a look at these photos from CNN in Jerusalem on Sunday, where 16 inches of snow left that city cut off from the rest of the country as all roads in and out of the city were closed by police. And new here tonight, a federal court has ruled the collecting of domestic U.S. phone records as unconstitutional. A federal judge said the National Security Agency's collection of such metadata was an apparent violation of privacy rights. They also said the surveillance program, quote, infringes on that degree of privacy that the founders enshrined in the Fourth Amendment of the Constitution. Now, there's no word on whether the Obama administration plans to seek an appeal. Harvard University plans to reopen its doors tomorrow morning. 4 different buildings were evacuated this morning following 4 different threats of explosives. Emergency officials took to Twitter to notify students and staff. Many students just sat down for their final exams when those threats came in. The all clear was given earlier this afternoon. Well, Arapahoe High School in Colorado will be closed for the rest of the year. Friday, a 17-year-old student walked through the school with a shotgun machete and Molotov cocktails. He shot a fellow student, this girl on your screen right there. Tonight, that girl is in critical condition but remains stable.
So many people across the country are praying for her.
She was an innocent victim of an evil act of violence.
And investigators say that Pearson's motive may have been revenge against his debate team coach and librarian Tracy Murphy, who disciplined him back in September. Also new tonight, as you rush out tomorrow to finish that last-minute Christmas shopping, you might want to add one more gift for yourself. How about a lottery ticket, potentially worth $586 million? ABC 57's Marcy Gonzalez shows us how Michiana and the rest of the country are experiencing a little bit of lotto fever right before the holidays.
The excitement building as the Mega Millions jackpot, now at $586 million, just keeps growing.
Unimaginable. I can't even fathom it. It's amazing.
And lottery officials say if the sales keep up like this, the prize could be even bigger by tomorrow night's drawing. Right now, the jackpot is the 4th largest in history, and there is a chance this game could eventually break records.
If we don't have a winner this Tuesday, if we don't have a winner this Friday, we're going to have to buy some new billboards because our billboards don't go past $1 billion.
The potential for a $1 billion jackpot building after 21 consecutive drawings with no winner, attributed to a big change in the game. 5 of the 6 balls used to range from 1 to 56. They now go from 1 to 75, making your odds of winning just 1 in 259 million.
I know that's the winner.
But despite the unlikelihood that those lucky feelings are right,
I got the winning ticket!
People are already dreaming up ways to celebrate and spend their millions.
Every day would be Christmas for the rest of our lives.
Marcy Gonzalez, ABC News, New York.
Well, it is a Christmas display taking on all other Christmas displays. Next, find out what special effects one New Jersey man is using that might remind you of a different holiday. Plus,
Santa Claus is white. What are you doing wearing that?
a high school teacher says that to a black student after he wears a Santa costume to class. Now his parents are responding to those shocking comments. And Jimmy Kimmel is back tonight with a brand new show. Here he is with a preview.
Thanks. Here's just a sample of what we have in store for tonight. Are you a cheap guy?
Cheap as. 2003.
Causing some controversy in New Mexico. A black high school student dressed up as Santa and then was told by his teacher that Santa is white. Well, the student's father called the school outraged after hearing what happened from another parent.
The principal just hung up the phone on me and hasn't called back, hasn't said anything. For him to make a comment like that, there has to be at a minimum prejudice in him. And we don't have room for that.
Now that student was taken out of the teacher's class and the teacher has apologized to the student's mom and made the school aware of that incident. Do you ever wonder what annoys people the most during a flight? Well, tonight a new survey is really shedding some light on this issue. According to Expedia, some include inattentive parents, those rear seat kickers, and my favorite, smelly passengers. Now, but the worst offender on this survey, parents who let their children just run wild. That is considered the biggest pet peeve. Well, a big game is happening right now in Detroit. The Lions are taking on the Baltimore Ravens, and that is just one part of a very complicated playoff picture in the NFL. Next, find out what the Lions need to do tonight to keep their dreams of a Super Bowl alive. Big Monday Night Football game is underway. The Detroit Lions are taking on the Baltimore Ravens, and both teams have a lot at stake, including some possible playoff berths. Right now, the Lions are leading 16-15 with 2.5 minutes left in the fourth quarter. And whether you're a Bears fan or a Lions fan, the NFC North is a bit complicated tonight. If the Lions win tonight's game, they will be in first place, edging out the Bears with a tiebreaker win earlier this season. Now, if the Lions lose, the Bears will be in first place with the best record. And follow me here. Now, if the Lions lose tonight and the Bears next week, the Packers will be in first place. Well, Sports Illustrated Sportsman of the Year has been announced, and the award goes to a longtime Indianapolis quarterback, Peyton Manning. Manning came back from 4 neck surgeries 2 years ago, and now he's on the verge of breaking the best single-season touchdown pass record in the history of the game. Well, tonight, Notre Dame's #1 sign is lit up again, but it is not the football or basketball team on their sports. It's the men's soccer team. Yesterday, the team won the national championship by beating out Maryland. Here's some celebration video from last night. The team had a stellar season, losing just once in October. Also, this Saturday, Notre Dame's men's basketball team will be facing their toughest challenge yet this season. The team will take on the 10-0 Ohio State Buckeyes. Now, the Buckeyes are currently ranked 3rd in the country. Notre Dame is unranked, currently 8-3 on the season. If you have seen one, you've seen them all, right? We're talking about those holiday light displays synchronized to your favorite Christmas songs. Let me tell you what, this one is a little bit different. Find out what special feature can be found in this year's display.
And we got a bit of a wind chill out there. We're also tracking some more snow as we head into the morning hours. We're going to help get you out the door after the break.
Check out one of the more interesting light displays of this holiday season. Yeah, that was a wall of flames. Flames being shot out of a flamethrower in someone's front yard. This is thanks to NJ.com, or NJ.com, I should say, for the video. Now, the man responsible for this display, Jamie, he's a local DJ. His name is DJ Dan, and guess where this home is located?
I think in Jersey?
The Jersey Shore, of course. Now, every year he donates money raised from the display to challenge youth sports. This is the 8th year for that display, and I bet he is fist pumping his way all the way to Christmas.
Absolutely. I hope his insurance policy is up to date, too. Right now, your 7-day forecast showing the snow tomorrow, about an inch or two. That's about it. But we have much more on the way after we get a little mix on Thursday and Friday. Plenty of snow, it looks like, on the way for the weekend.
All right, we'll be keeping an eye on that snow tomorrow morning on ABC 57 News at 5 a.m. But for now, thanks for joining us. I'm Kim Chappell.
I'm Jamie Martin.
We'll see you guys tomorrow.